Think about it. Football and chicken wings, baseball and hot dogs, hockey and beer. And at the intersection of food knowledge and sports expertise, there's a man who goes by the initials DA.
DA, that guy lived in a cave the last decade.
He's got the biggest mouth in Boston sports radio.
DA with you here at 98.5 The Sports Show. We got you up until 11 o'clock each and every night.
Damon Amendolara is the smack-talking, wing-eating, khaki-wearing captain of the Mothership.
That is just another layer of slathering on that sauce.
When he isn't on air breaking down the X's and O's, he's usually at a restaurant or sports bar dressed to impress.
This is my eating outfit. You always got to look professional when you eat. You can't look like a slob.
Some of his favorite spots include the Scoreboard in Woburn, the new Rod D in Brookline, and Di Pasquale's in Newton. But it was at Jake and Joe's in Norwood where DA fell in love at first bite.
I mean, come on. Is this just sports fan heaven? It's calamari. You can say calamari, but that just sounds a little bit too American. So you got to go a little calamari. You can't just go willy-nilly trying to peel shrimp. Oh, yeah. The honey. I feel like a bee buzzing around my honeycomb.
From chicken wings to onion rings, pizza to the perfect sports analogy for any meal, DA puts the eat in compete level.
Like we always say around here, get a bear.
And joining me now is DA himself, Damon Amendolara. You know, I kind of consider you a Renaissance man,
I appreciate
DA. My question is, what do you think you're the most knowledgeable and the most passionate about? Is it sports? Is it fashion? Or is it food?
I'd have to put fashion third because I work on the radio. I can't possibly get away with a straight face and say it's fashion. But
wear good khakis, though.
Well, I appreciate that very much. They call me the khaki man, Ken. But I will say this. Sports has got to be number one in my book.
Yeah.
That's what I get paid to do. Okay. But I am passionate about food. As an Italian, you know that food, and more food is in my DNA.
All right, so in the DA DNA. So let's talk about some of the places that you like to go, DA's choices for where to go out to eat. We're going to start in Newton at a barbecue joint called Blue Ribbon. Great reputation, and it's one of your favorite spots.
Oh, I love this place. I tell you what, this place gets a high ranking from me because I've been in one of the capitals of barbecue, Kansas City. I worked out there for 4 years, and I'm originally from upstate New York, but I love me some barbecue. And I got to tell you that Blue Ribbon barbecue is like the Timmy Thomas of barbecue. Here's why. Other goaltenders, other barbecue places, other cities might have different pedigrees, better pedigrees. The Luongos of the world, you know, the DiPietros of the world might be St. Louis or Memphis or Texas barbecue. But Boston's not known for that.
No.
But boy, it's just as effective, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, Timmy Thomas glove save is pulled chicken. Timmy Thomas kick save of the beauty is got to be the pulled pork. I love Blue Ribbon barbecue.
This is going to be one interesting television segment, DA, and I do appreciate the preparation you have done. All right, now let's go to the place that I think most Phantom fans know you well for really loving this one sports bar down in Norwood called Jake and Joe's. I mean, this is what started the whole DA food craze.
Absolutely. Sports food metaphors is where I'm at, and it started at Jake and Joe's, and we went with the fried calamari.
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 Yeah.
You got to roll the R's there because that's how it tastes better.
Okay.
And their calamari down there, crispy, golden fried, big chunks, and they got the Rhode Island style peppers in there. So to me, that's like Pedro in his prime because a lot of places do calamari.
Pedro Martinez is like an order of calamari.
That's absolutely correct.
Of course.
Because a lot of places do it. A lot of staffs have ace pitchers. A lot of Hall of Famers as well, but nobody had the prime of Pedro up here in Boston, 98, 99, 2000. Yeah. And to me, that's Jake and Joe's fried calamari.
Absolutely. I'm like a bee buzzing around my honeycomb at that place. All right, now listen.
Both.
Here's a challenge. Can a man make a sports metaphor about his favorite rotisserie chicken joint in Chestnut Hill named La Rotisserie? Can you do it?
Well, I'll try, obviously. And let's
Good luck.
Yes, I think we can.
Go.
La Rotisserie, to me, you get the half chicken combination, mashed potatoes and corn. I think that's got to be the big three of the Celtics way back in the 80s, all right? Not the 81.
Old school big three.
Not the 84, the 86 team, which was the best.
Robert Parrish, Mikhail Bird.
Yeah, because Bird is obviously the bird, the chicken. I mean, the half chicken is incredible. That's what makes that thing go. Also, to me, Kevin McHale kind of has the same tone as mashed potatoes, the same skin tone. So
it is pasty.
Little pasty.
Yeah.
And then the corn has got to be sweet chief, right? It's got to be Robert Parrish. So I love me some La Rotisserie. Half chicken plate is my favorite.
All right, last but not least, DA's final pick for great restaurants to get your snack on. A seafood joint, actually. East Boston, Belle Isle Seafood, an incredible hidden jewel, actually.
Since I got the job at 98.5 The Sports Hub 2.5 years ago, I have been on a fact-finding mission for the best lobster roll. I am a lobster roll fiend. Have been for a long time, but now I'm in ground zero of the lobster roll capital, right?
Yeah.
So I've been all over the place looking for one, and I think that just Belle Isle is just the best. It is the best because you got to have the one that's stacked the most, stuffed the most with the lobster meat.
Yeah.
And it's got to have just a little bit of mayo. It can't be overwhelmed with the mayo. So to me, this is a little bit like when Vince Wilfork picked off that pass against the Chargers, it was rumbling down the sideline.
Right.
And there was all of that stuff jiggling in his belly, just stuffed into that jersey.
That's much like the Belle Isle Seafood lobster roll.
That's like the lobster roll stuffed into it.
It is this kind of analysis you can only get from Damon Amendolara. Thank you very much. You can find more of Damon, and hopefully it makes more sense than that, on the DA Show, weeknights on 98.5 The Sports Hub.